I saw somebody use that in a video today. I want to see how it was.
Good shit.
Pea shooter.
Thank you. Tried to knife the door down. Didn't work. What is going on, everybody? It's your boy Ed0626 bringing you some Battlefield 1 open beta gameplay here. Speaking of this game, I want to let you guys know that I actually ended up pre-ordering Battlefield 1 and at GameStop. Today is Sunday. I'm recording this on Sunday. I'll probably upload it by Tuesday or something. So you guys will see this game on Tuesday. But I just want to let you guys know that I did pre-order Battlefield 1. I unfortunately, for whatever reason, GameStop didn't have a version where I can get premium on it. So it looks like I'll have to probably get this, I'll have to find a way to get it on the store or something. I also wanted to let you guys know that, for those of you who watch my wrestling videos, I also wanted to let you guys know that I also pre-ordered 2K17, which I'm really looking forward to. And the good part about me pre-ordering these games, which is like the first time I've ever pre-ordered a game, period. The really good thing that about this is that I actually got the what did I get? I got the for Battlefield 1 I got the Early Enlisters edition, and I believe 2K comes out like a week before the Early Enlisters edition, so I'm pretty sure that I could pick up both Battlefield 1 and 2K17 on the same day. Although I might have it'll be a little while until I'm able to play and you know, upload videos of it, because I do go to college. Sorry for the stutter there, but I do go to college and stuff. My work comes first as usual. I was actually talking to a buddy of mine yesterday. We tried to get a video going together, and we weren't able to do it, unfortunately. But he told me that he was doing stuff with work and all that, and I didn't blame him for thinking that like that, because I didn't blame him for thinking like that, because I told him you know, like school and stuff always comes first, because I want to get those grades and shit. So I'm just trying to, you know, pass my college courses and stuff, and I'm going to talk about that in a little bit, so just hang tight with me for a second. Another thing I wanted to mention is, oh wait, before I continue that, yeah, in the 2K17 version, you know, you guys are going to see Goldberg and stuff, and I believe it also comes with WCW, Nitro, and Halloween Havoc arenas. I'm not entirely sure. Someone's got to clarify that for me in the comments section. If whether or not the game comes with the arenas too. I thought I had read something. I thought I read something about it, and I wasn't entirely sure it was true. Actually, no, now that I think about it, I am right, because 2K released a video of Goldberg's entrance in the WCW arena. So that answers my question about the WCW, like, Nitro arena. But I also heard Halloween Havoc was also a arena as well. So I don't know, and I guess I'll find out when I get the game or whatever. Like I said, it'll be a while for me when I play it anyway. You know, even though 2K isn't as distracting for me as Battlefield 1 is, it's still I still gotta focus on the work and all that stuff first. So I hope you guys can understand where I'm coming from on there. Another thing I wanted to mention, my brother. If you guys haven't noticed any recent changes on my channel, I finally, after I want to say 5 years, even though I had a period of time where I had a different profile picture, but you know, pretty much after 5 years, I finally changed my YouTube avatar or profile pic, whatever the fuck you want to call it, into something that I designed myself. It's not a, you know, crazy design, but it's still something that I'm proud of that I designed, and it came out pretty well. If you guys probably have noticed it by now. And another thing, my brother also made me he not only made the profile picture, but he also made me a YouTube banner. So I'm forever indebted to him to an extent, for him helping me out on there. So my bro, I'll leave his links down in the description. I'll leave his Twitter, his Twitch, and his YouTube channel in the description below. So go check him out. You know, I just want to. I guess this is my way of saying thank you for you know, finally giving my YouTube channel like some level of, you know, I have a custom made banner and profile picture, because I always wanted to have a custom made profile picture and banner, and I was never able to have the means to do it myself, because when it comes to computers, to some extent, I am practically an idiot. So that's pretty much that's shout out to my brother for that. So thanks Christopher. I mean, like I said, it looks pretty freaking cool, man. I think it looks pretty damn cool, if you ask me. So let me know what you guys think about that in the comments section if you get the chance to look at it. So now on to the main topic of today's video. I mentioned college, so I thought I had the idea to talk to you guys about discussing with you guys some of the college courses that I have. You know, some of you may or may not care. I don't care. I wanted to make this video because A, it gives me something to post on my channel. B, it actually gives me something to talk about, because I really haven't had a set topic, because I don't play COD anymore, so I can't really have a discussion about it, because I can give less of a fuck. Actually, now that I think about that, I do have something related to that coming up, but it's not really as much COD related as is YouTube related. But that's something for the future, so you guys don't have to worry about that right now. But what I did want to talk about was, you know, and I just want to discuss with you guys like my college courses and stuff. You know, maybe if you guys can ever help me or something. Look at that dead body. That was funny. But yeah, so I'm gonna just discuss with you guys some of my college courses, just so you can get an idea of what the type of stuff I'm you know, currently learning, and the type of stuff hopefully that will the stuff that I'm interested in college right now, that will hopefully lead me to a career to an extent in communications and such. So the first college class I wanted to go over was my Spanish class, and I'm starting off with Spanish because I hate Spanish. I just want to get that over with. So that's pretty much it. Spanish. What can I say about Spanish? I took Spanish in high school, Spanish 1 freshman year, and then Spanish 2 senior year. Why it took me so long to take a Spanish course is beyond me. I had other things. I had other courses and other things I was doing in high school, and I guess it wasn't allowing me to take a language as soon as I wish I had wanted to, because then I realized that waiting 3 years to take another language class is probably the biggest mistake one could ever make. And I'm serious. That's pretty much one of the biggest mistakes anyone could ever make. Is if you're not experienced in language courses and stuff, is to take a break in between one and another. So it didn't work out really for me. Well, I mean, it worked out. I still passed, but you know, it was still pretty difficult. And when I didn't take it, and I took a break in between Spanish 2, and then I took a break from language in my freshman year of college. And now I'm taking my first language course, because I believe you have to take 2 consecutive or just 2. I think you just have to take 2. It doesn't matter when you take them. And so far it's going okay. I mean, it's only been the first 2 weeks of courses and classes and stuff, so I can't really say whether or not this is any easier for me. I mean, it seems kind of easy, because actually, believe it or not, a couple of the people in my class have taken the professor before, and they've told me before class that she's super easy to an extent, as long as you like hold up your end of the bargain and do your work and stuff. So with that being said, you know, I should be able to at least get a B in the class. You know, my goal in the class is to at least score a high C, and if I can get a B, that'd be great. So I'd be happy with that. My next class is a we'll just start in order from the week. So Monday, Wednesday, Friday I have Spanish class, and then my next class after that, which is like right after that, is my era of World War II class. Now, it's a class that it's self-explanatory. Self-explanatory. God damn it, Matt. Speak English. And what I mean by that is, it's like I said, it's self-explanatory. You have to. It's a course completely about the era of World War II, which is pretty much right after World War I, and the decades going into the actual Second World War. Now, this is right in my wheelhouse because if you know me personally, or if anyone who really knows me, they know that I'm a huge, like, fanatic and fan of military history. That's why I love playing games like. That's why I love playing shooters so much. Like when my first shooter game, believe it or not, was Black Ops 1. And Black Ops 1 to an extent had a lot of historical stuff going on. I mean, you had the Vietnam War, you had the Cold War type of stuff going on, so it was a really cool dynamic. And you have Battlefield 1, which is World War 1 era. So, and I love, I'm not saying I love World War 1 because World War 1 may be one of my least favorite wars in terms of like learning about it, because there's not so much to learn about. It's just people were fighting in trenches, and they were fighting, it was pretty much who can take the most trenches a day, and it didn't really pick up until like to me anyway, the war didn't really pick up in terms of dynamic, weaponry until the tanks came, which I believe was like the last year and a half of the war. Which is, but I still enjoy learning about, World War I and stuff. It's not my favorite one to learn about. But World War II was by far one of my favorite wars to learn about, watch documentaries about, and all that stuff. Like, I'm a complete fucking nerd when it comes to World War I, bro. Really, I am. Not World War I, World War II. Like, I love learning about, like, the European part, like, when it comes down to D-Day and the Battle of the Bulge and the years that lead up. I love to the end of the war in 1945 in Germany. I also love the Eastern Front of Germany versus Russia. And actually, believe it or not, my grandfather on my father's side, who is no longer with us, he died. He didn't die in the war, but he died before I was born. He actually fought in World War II. He fought against Rommel in North Africa, I believe my dad said. I'm pretty sure about that. So it's a pretty fucking beast, And I guess my family to an extent has a history of military lineage, because my uncle was in the Navy, and my other grandfather on my mother's side, he served during Korea, which is obviously after, but it's still a part of history and stuff. Anyway, I'm going on a tangent. But yeah, World War I is one of my favorite. No, I keep saying World War I. Damn. World War II is my favorite war to learn about. Oh, I forgot to mention, I also am a huge fan of the Pacific War too. Mostly the naval stuff. Like, I used to watch the show on History Channel all the time called Battle 360, which was a documentary-esque series, like animated documentary series about the USS Enterprise and all the battles that the USS Enterprise was involved in from D-Day onward. It was pretty beast. I loved that show. I used to watch that show all the time when it came on. It's a shame that I don't see it on TV anymore, which sucks, but I enjoyed the shit out of that show. So that was one of the first times I really enjoyed, like, learning about World War II and stuff. So this class, like I said, is right in my wheelhouse. My next class after that is a biology class. Actually, let me pull up it's a biology-esque course. It's about I guess human biology to an extent. Let me read the name right quick. I have my phone right next to me. Why I didn't pull it up beforehand is beyond me, but I guess I'm just stupid. Yada yada yada. Oh, life science and human emphasis. It's a bio course, Science isn't super hard to me. I think probably the hardest experience I've ever had in a science course was in, I think it was physics. Yeah, because stuff with biology and all that type of stuff, it came easy to me, biology-esque subjects came kind of easy to me because I don't find things super hard for me to learn about depending. It really does depend with science for me, but physics was the hardest I ever had to take. So you know, it's just the physics. It's just a biology course, really. I have to take it. I have to take a science course, so I have no choice. Doesn't so I'm just taking it to take it, pretty much. What else? What else? What's the next course I have? Oh, and the Tuesday. Nah, let's not go into Tuesday, Thursday yet. That's Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Except Friday, I don't have the biology course. So Tuesday and Thursday is probably my easier day, besides Friday. Tuesday, Thursday is my easier day because I have a class in research writing, which is kind of pissing me off right now because it's not pissing me off, but it's a good class, and I'll get into it in a second. But it's kind of bugging me because I have this essay draft coming up, and I really don't entirely understand like what I'm trying to write about. So it's been kind of difficult for me. And I'm just trying to, you know, what do you call? Here I am with the light tank again. Can I get any good kills with this shit? We'll find out. But, yeah, so, research writing, they have an essay coming up, and it's kind of like, bugging me a little bit. But I guess I'll do my best to work through it. But the class is actually kind of cool to an extent. Like, I know one of my friends, Taylor, like she kind of goes to a college that's like a hippie-esque type of college, and you know, however you feel about hippies is your business. I don't really care, but my course is kind of like a hippie course to an extent because like I guess to an extent like my professor kind of grew up in the hippie era, and she kind of has like those mannerisms and stuff. It's kind of cool though because the whole course is kind of revolving around music and writing about music and stuff. So, and knowing me, I'm a huge fan of music and shit. So I love like if I can write about music that I enjoy like listening to, that would be a goal for me. That's like a dream. That'd be awesome. But right now we're learning about like good music and stuff, but it's not my specific type. It's still good though. It's still alright. And I got taken out by I think that's the fucking howitzer tank. I tried using those howitzers, dude. I don't like them. Yeah, I don't like that heavy shell that doesn't travel far and travels too fucking slow for me, but that's a side note. So yeah. So the fact that I have a course completely dedicated to writing about music is pretty cool. It's basically what I'm trying to explain to you guys. So, yeah. And then the class I have after that is probably one of my least favorite class right now. It's, my major American authors, which is an English class. Now that class has to do with a lot of has to do with a lot of reading, pretty much, and I hate reading. Now some of you may say, if you don't like reading, get the fuck out of college, but you know, I just don't like reading that much. It's just I like it if it's a book I could enjoy, but if it's like something I don't like, I'm really gonna find it hard for me to sit through and read a chapter or something of it. So I don't know how you guys feel about it. That's just me. But you know, in the worst part of it is it's the fact that all the literature that we're reading about is not 18th century. It's in the 1800s, which is the 19th century, I think. That's probably one of my least favorite eras of literature because they're gonna speak in ways that I don't know what the fuck they're talking about. And I barely know anything about literature from the 1800s besides guys like Edgar Allan Poe and maybe like 2 or 3 other writers, and even they don't interest me that much. Like Edgar Allan Poe to me is like some depressed motherfucker. That's pretty much how I think of him as. He's just some depressed motherfucker. So that's pretty much how I feel about that course. We actually just finished reading Frederick Douglass's memoir too, which is actually really enjoyable. That was probably one of my favorite things that we read so far in the class. But it was pretty cool to read about Frederick Douglass's life as a slave and stuff. But not that I condone slavery. But anyway, this video is coming to an end, guys. You know, that's pretty much all the stuff that's been going on with me. I've been pre-ordering the games. I've been getting stuff done for YouTube, and I'm just making this video talking to you guys about my college courses. So let me know what you think in the comment section, And I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll catch you all on the next one. Peace out.